Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and I am on a journey to lose 100 pounds. In my last video, I said that I count calories, try to hit a protein goal, and what I do for exercise. So I thought that I would make another video to go a little more in depth about what I'm doing and how I calculated my goals. When I was younger, I used to do Weight Watchers and I lost quite a bit of weight. So I decided that I would just try to do that again. But this time it felt like I was doing a diet and I didn't want to be on a diet. I wanted to try to find something that I could do forever, because that was the problem with what I did last time. I stopped doing it, went back to eating the way I was before, and I gained all the weight back, plus a lot more. And so I decided to just adapt regular recipes to make them lower calorie so that they could fit into my calorie goals for the day. I was using an app called iTrackBites to track my points, and it also allowed me to track my calories. I was eating about 1,600 calories a day. So when I switched to counting calories only, I just went with that number as my calorie goal. I wasn't losing weight as fast as I wanted to and realized that I was eating more like 1,800 calories instead of 16. So I decided I needed to lower my calorie goal. And I was so frustrated that I lowered it down to 1,200 calories a day. The problem with lowering my calories to 1,200 for the day is that when I hit another plateau or when I start to lose more weight and want to lower my calories, I don't really have anywhere to go from there. So I realized that I was going to need to bring my calories back up so that I would be able to continue on my journey and not just get stuck. In order to determine how many calories I was going to eat, I decided to use something called the HARRIS-BENEDICT formula. It's not 100% accurate, but it's a good starting point if you don't have any clue what to do, and I definitely didn't. So, using the formula, my weight at the time was 226 pounds. I am 5'4" tall. I'm 38 and obviously female. My BMR was calculated at 1,734.6 calories. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. It just means how many calories your body needs to just survive. If you were literally laying in bed doing nothing, that's how many calories your body burns in a day. And so then you use the calculation to determine your multiplier for your activity, and mine was 1.2. So that brought my maintenance calories to 2,081. I wanted to be at a 500 calorie deficit, so that brought me down to 1,581 calories. I'm just rounding that back up to 1,600, and that's what I have been eating for a few months now. Being in a 500 calorie deficit means that I should lose about 1 pound per week. I've been slowly dropping weight, but I have yet to be consistent at 1,600 calories. So I am challenging myself for the next few weeks to actually be consistent, and then I will reevaluate to see if I need to move my calories up or down. As far as my protein goal for the day, I've heard you're supposed to do 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, but being someone who is obese, it doesn't seem correct to me to base how much protein I'm eating on how fat I am. So I've set my goal at 130 to 150 grams of protein a day, which is considerably less than the 0.8 to 1 gram per pound, but it feels comfortable to me. I feel like I'm getting enough protein and it keeps me satiated all day. So I think I'm doing okay with my 130 to 150. I also try to hit 25 grams of fiber a day because I have digestive issues, and I drink a little over a half a gallon of water. I use MyFitnessPal to track my meals. I will say I have found MyFitnessPal is not always accurate when scanning items. Sometimes I have to go back and manually search to find one that matches the nutrition label, but it is still the easiest one I've found to use. And I love the fact that you can use it on the computer as well as on the phone. I use this food scale to weigh out my portions. It accurately weighs milliliters as well as grams and ounces. In case you're looking for a food scale, I will link it down below because it is the best one I have found so far. I know they say you should weigh yourself once a week and then stay away from the scale, but my weight fluctuates a lot from day to day. So in order to be as accurate as possible, I weigh myself daily and then track the weekly average. I use a spreadsheet that I made that not only allows me to track my weight, but it graphs my progress for me. I will link it down below so you can download it for free if you'd like. Using this method was really frustrating at first, but over time I saw the graph gradually go down, and now weighing myself has just become part of my daily routine. I use the RENPHO scale because it pairs to an app that just makes tracking easier. It's automatic, so I don't have to remember a number anymore. I'm gonna do a separate video where I go over all the supplements and the vitamins and things that I take, but I wanted to share this. This is Caged Muscles HYDRACHARGE in pink lemonade flavor. I haven't tried any other ones, but this one's really good. I just wanted to say I'm not sponsored by them yet. I love this flavor, so it makes drinking my water a lot easier. And the fact that it's sweetened with stevia instead of sugar. I really dislike all the Gatorade and the other watery type electrolyte drinks. So this one's really great because it lets me control how strong the flavor is. There's also a lot of other benefits to it, but I'll link it down below so you can see for yourself. Next, I'm gonna tell you how I built up to walking 2.5 miles 5 times a week. Actually, let me just show you. Before I lost weight, I wasn't able to stand long enough to even wash my dishes without my back starting to hurt. I would have to stop and go stretch it out before I could finish. I used to think I hated walking because I had always done it on the treadmill, but when quarantine started, I knew that I would need to go outside every day to keep from getting depressed. So Chris and I started walking up and down our street. It's just shy of a mile round trip and takes about 20 minutes to complete. It was still pretty hot out when we started doing this, and it gets really humid here in Ohio during the summer months, but it was still nice to go outside for a change. We did this every day for about 3.5 months until we decided to try walking at a park to increase the distance and for a change of scenery. We found a metro park called Inniswood Metro Gardens, which is mostly shaded and has a few different paths to choose from. We started out doing a path that is a little less than a mile and added other paths as we got stronger until we were eventually walking the entire park, which is about 1 3/4 miles. Once we had been doing that for a while, we started adding in the first path for a second round to get our walk to about 2.5 miles. We liked walking at the park so much that we decided to see if there were any other parks nearby that were wooded and found one called Highbanks Metro Park. It's much larger than Inniswood and has longer paths. They're also a bit more difficult to walk. It's more like actual hiking. There are a lot of hills and tougher terrain. Our first day there was a bit of an eye-opener. We took a wrong turn and ended up walking 4.32 miles instead of the 2-mile trail that we were attempting to walk. I use an app called Map My Walk to track all of our walks, and on that day, I made a note that says, "First time at Highbanks Park. Got lost and did a 4.5 mile hike instead of a 2-mile hike. Almost gave up and decided to die in the forest." The walk took about 2 hours to do, and I cried a little at one point, but the fact that I did it was pretty amazing to me. I didn't know that I could do all that in one go, so I was pretty happy when it was over. We continue to walk at both Highbanks and Inniswood parks, and we look forward to adding new parks as we progress. I've heard people say to just do what you can and it will eventually work, and I honestly thought that it was BS, but it turns out that they were right. Now I can walk 2.5 miles without stopping, or even wash my dishes without my back hurting, all because we started with short walks down the road. Before quarantine started, I had not really done any kind of weightlifting at all. I'd started programs in the past, but had never really stuck with them. I would lift for a couple of weeks and then stop. In the beginning of this, I tried to do a workout that I found on YouTube, but I was so out of shape that I hurt myself and had trouble walking for about a week afterwards. Chris has some experience with working out and decided to set up a workout plan that we could both follow that would build a foundation of strength. We do a full body workout 3 days a week that includes mostly compound movements. Compound movements are just exercises that work multiple muscle groups at the same time. For example, when you perform a squat, you're working your core, glutes, and legs simultaneously. Speaking of squats, when we started doing this workout, I couldn't do one. I felt like I was going to fall over backwards, so I used a resistance band around my thighs to assist me while doing the movement. From there, I moved on to doing bodyweight squats until I felt comfortable adding in a dumbbell to finally be able to do goblet squats. I wait until I'm able to do 12 reps of an exercise comfortably and with good form before upping my weight. I will usually only raise it 2 to 5 pounds at a time, and if I can't get 8 reps with that weight, then I will go back down until I can. I saw on another YouTube channel that Chloe Ting has a new challenge out, and it's remarkably similar to what we are already doing, so I decided to do the challenge and will be putting out a video soon with my results. I feel it's important to lose my weight slowly and build muscle as I go because I want to minimize loose skin and boost my metabolism. Having more muscle will allow my body to burn more calories at rest, which will in turn allow me to eat more. I know I've kind of talked about it before, but it's important to me to not feel like I'm on a restrictive diet in order to maintain my weight. I want to be able to enjoy my food on a daily basis. I'm setting healthy, sustainable goals that I'm going to turn into healthy, sustainable habits so that I can do this for my lifetime, not just a short period. I started this YouTube channel because I haven't been being as consistent as I would like to, and I think that making these videos will help me do that. I know from previous things that I've accomplished that messing up is okay. It's what you do afterwards that matters. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give me a like and leave me a comment below letting me know a healthy, sustainable goal you are setting for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified every time I post a new video. And with that, I'll be back with another one soon. See ya! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is... I'm gonna cry. Stop. Let me see it. I don't even know what happened. I'm losing it. Oh, I'm spitting all over myself. Is it still rolling?
Yeah. You're crying.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and I am on a journey to lose 100 pounds. That's it.